Hello, everybody. Hey, how's it going? I know it's been a while. I've been down for the count. You guys are so funny. Hey, Shelly's here. Let me see if I can get back in the groove here. Hey, Shelly. DJ's here. What's up? Hope you're feeling much better. Yes, I am doing better. Thank you so much. I am definitely doing better. I think I mentioned in one of my videos that when things happen to me, they happen to me in threes, and I can't really explain it. So, yeah, so I got sick, then I got sick with something else, then I got sick. I just can't. I just can't win. I'm hoping that I'm good now, and then what ends up happening is I'm good for like the rest of the year. It's very weird. I don't know. I've been that way my whole life. I can't explain it, but I appreciate you guys kind of hanging in there for me. Hey, Janet. Black squirrel. I'm so glad. Happy to see all my peeps. My bitter chickie. Hey, Tammy's here. So glad you're here. Mindy's in the house. Da-da-da. Ian's in the house. Da-da-da. Hi, and also hello to you as well. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Jennifer. All right, let me scroll down here. Remember, if you guys have questions. Oh, I don't have my little thingy running. Hang on. Hey, up. Now it's going across the screen. Okay. That way we can help all those newbies that join that are not as familiar with the process. Make sure that you use the QQQ or a bunch of question marks so that I don't miss your question in the chat, because if you are new, welcome. So glad that you're here. And also, if you're returning, I super love that you guys are here. I know that there are a lot of people that'll be catching us on the replay. So if you're catching it on the replay, you are just as cool. And I still love you as well. Losing it with grace. I hope you're feeling better. I am. I'm doing a lot better. I'm still not 100%, but you know, I just do the best I can. Uh-oh. Eleni? That's kind of cool. Looking skinny. Thank you. I know there are a lot of people that get offended by that kind of commentary. But I am not. I have never been skinny and never been called skinny my whole life. So thank you. You are super sweet, and I super appreciate you. Sharon's here, and so is Kate. Hi from Seattle. Well, hello. If you're wondering what that sound is, I made a very tragic error earlier today, and I left a stack of napkins too close on the counter's edge. And so now Kevin has been tearing them up for like the last 10 or 15 minutes, and he's just so happy. I just can't I can't bring myself to take it from him. So if you hear shredding, it's not a paper shredder, it's a Kevin. But yeah, my dogs love to tear stuff up. Boxes, paper towel tubes. It keeps them entertained. Hey, Jess is here. Hey, we missed you too. Hey, Kelly. Kimberly. You're going to go on the walk with you tonight? Thank you. That's awesome. Good job. Hopefully you got something to keep you hydrated, because if you're new, we like to stay hydrated here. Ramsey in the house. Hey there. Hey, Allie from Penny Bartow. Hey, Penny. Oh, Shelly, you look good and refreshed. Thank you. I was actually looking really rough all day, and I completely forgot that today is the day that managers really like to have everybody on the on the camera for meetings. So I did not have my hair fixed. I was wearing one of my, back in the day, 285-pound, 4X t-shirts and sweatpants. I was just looking, rough, but I made up for it in humor. So I did the Santa Claus background, right? On the little Teams meeting. I put Santa Claus back behind me. It was good. Everybody laughed. And then they weren't paying attention to the fact that I look so rough. So, but thank you, Shelly. You're very sweet. Yes, Mindy is on it. I want you to know that before this live even started, we had 4 likes. And I love you guys for that. Thank you so much for the likes. It really helps the channel and it helps these live sessions get pushed out to everyone. So yes, thank you guys so much. Super appreciate it. Yay, GLP1 Journey in Review. We love you too. Yay. Hello, Debbie. Good evening. And the puppy dogs too. Yeah, sounds like somebody's got a box over there. So I apologize for the noise. Lady Alex, greetings, Skinny. Hello. I got to tell you guys, since I'm not seeing any questions pop up, I'm just going to blather on because that's what happens when you don't ask questions. This can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Take it as you will. So I got on the scale. And for many of you who watch my videos, you know that I like to do the little thingy over in the corner where it's like the Fit Flavor Fun check-in and it gives you all my stats, like from starting until where I am now. Just to kind of recap the journey so far. And I got on the scale and I was like, I haven't checked my BMI in a while. I am this close to being in a normal BMI range. Now, BMI is not all it's cracked up to be. But again, I have not been in a normal anything in my adult life. So it was a really big deal for me. And I was just like, holy cow, I can't believe that's going to happen. So I was thinking that at some point, I guess I should figure out if I'm going to have a goal weight, right? I know I've been saying forever that I'll figure it out when I get there, but now that I'm kind of, at this almost healthy range, again, I use air quotes because, BMI is garbage, but it really got me thinking, like, how am I going to figure this out? Because I do have quite a bit of loose skin. And I'm definitely going to need a breast reduction in a serious kind of way. So, I mean, all of that is weight, right? Not necessarily fat weight, but it's weight. And how do I figure out what a goal weight is going to be if I'm carrying around all this extra skin? So, anyway, those are the thoughts that I've been having this week. So let's go through here. Looks like we got some more comments. Loved your fashion show with the canine models too. Thank you. Thank you. It was actually really funny. Somebody actually commented on that video and was like, you should get your dog some training. I was like, you don't understand that Sega's actually been through training. Sushi, not so much. Kevin, very minimal. But they just get excited. Like when I do anything out of the ordinary, they're like, Mom, what are you doing? It's a toy. It's a game. Let's play. You're going in and out of the rooms and you're recording it and you're wearing different clothes. Let's jump on you. This is exciting, right? Anyway, I'm so glad that you love that video. It gave me a whole new respect for people who make like clothing videos because wow, it was a lot of work. So definitely thank you for that. Hello from Nuevo Mexico. Love that. if things really happens in threes, then after winning the lottery, I guess you should brace for fame, fortune, and probably a mysterious long lost cousin or two. Yes, absolutely. I have always wondered about that. Like if I hit it big. I used to do like scratchers with my grandmother. And again, we would, but that's like $25, $50. She lived in a tiny town in the middle of nowhere. We're like, we're going to Walmart. We're spending all the money. Right. So, but yeah. Yeah, if I played the lottery and won big, that would be the first of my problems. Although I would pay my way out of debt a lot faster, which is good. Hey there! Tia's here. Dun, dun, dun. So happy to be catching you alive at the beginning. Yes, at the beninging. I'm so glad that you're here at the beninging. Oh, Hannah, hey! How much have you lost now? Your hair is gorgeous. Thank you. You're so sweet. So right now it's looking like I think I'm up to like 118 pounds lost. So I started at 285. Sorry, random hair. I could see it in the light and it was weird. You ever had that happen where you're like, there's something in my periphery? There's something on the wing. Something on the wing. Okay. So I'm on a roll already. You guys, and I haven't even had any caffeine. This is actually flavored water. So back to your question. Started at 285. I'm down to 164.3 as of Saturday. Now I don't weigh myself every day. I don't even weigh myself regularly at this point. I just kind of check in, see how things are going, right? Think about what I ate the night before. Oh, did I have a lot of carbs? Okay, I'm probably going to be up a pound or two. I'll come back and weigh myself again in a day or two. I am loving my new relationship with the scale. Thank you, Tirzepatide. And also, thank you, Hannah, about my hair being gorgeous. I saw a TikTok earlier where a girl was doing her hair and then she was going to do the little bang bump, right? Which is like for anybody who did their hair at all in like Y2K 2000s era, right? It was all about the bang bump. And I was like, yes, we're doing a bang bump tonight. Because she was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Right. She's like talking to herself in the mirror. And I'm sitting there watching the video and I'm like, do it. If it makes you happy, do it. Anyway, I love a good bang bump. Not the bump it. That was just weird. But the bang bump, I like it. Okay. Joey says, Allie, let's see Kevin. Oh, okay. Hang on. Kevin? Kevin? Did he leave? Kevin? Hi, there you are. Good boy. Okay, come here. Come here. Somebody wants to see you. Okay, gotta turn around. Okay, Sushi's coming too. Okay, you're too big. You can't get up here. You're too big. You're a big boy now. Okay, all right. Okay, now do you see what you've done, Joey? It's too much. Okay, you gonna go lay down? You gonna relax? Yes, you good boy. Okay, be careful. Be careful. Okay, all right. Sushi. Okay, good girl. Good girl. Yes, I love you. Sega, I love you. Okay, off. Good girl. Be careful. Be careful. Okay, there you go. Okay. I know I called you over and now I'm swishing you away. Okay, go lay down. There you go. I got them all in here with me today. So there you go. Got to see everybody. I'm sure Bear will probably come around the corner here at some point. Hydrate, 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 hydrate. Howdy, gang. Strega. Okay, we're turning it into a chant. Hydrate, hydrate. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Guys, I need to seriously stay on top of my hydration. I mean, anytime that you're not feeling well, You got to stay on top of it. Of course, I've got my tolerance for people lasts this long. It's what I'm sporting tonight. This is what I'm using today. This is water, and then the Sonic Ocean Water sugar-free flavor packet, only half the packet, because I'm weird and I can't do things with like really strong flavors. So if anybody's wondering, I like to tell you guys what I'm drinking. But I'm doing good. It's not Diet Dr. Pepper, which is what it usually is, or Dr. Pepper Zero. Yes, Darlene, I have a Diet Orange Sunkist soda for hydration. Yes, it is. I actually picked a fight with a lady in the diabetics group because that's one of my favorite things to do, is to infiltrate the diabetic groups and then just blow their minds, because they're all very sweet and mostly misinformed. So I like to jump in there when they're like, what are you doing for hydration? How are you meeting your water goal? I'm like, diet soda equals water. Flavored water equals water. I put up my little thing and they're like, clutching pearls. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that. That's not true. Flavored water is not water. It is water. Losing it with Grays. Oh, she's talking to Kimberly. I did almost 5 miles today at Disney. Holy guacamole, that's fantastic. I love that. I need to go back to Disney. I haven't been since I was a kid. The hello always reminds me of a romper room. Yes. Ooh, cotton candy water. Oh, that sounds good. Is that like an electrolyte cotton candy flavor, or is it just cotton candy flavor? Let me know. My bitter chickie. Ice water freak. Yeah, I love it. I go through phases. Like sometimes I really love a flavor, sometimes I don't. I really need to do an updated video on all the different water flavor stuff I have, because I could open a store. I really could open a store. Look at all these beautiful subscriber badges along the names. Yes, absolutely. I am loving that. Love it. If you're not a member, I'd love for you to be a member. Members get super awesome secret content. They get the inside scoop. They get special videos, right, that are not the regular stuff. And then they also get the regular stuff too. So I keep the link to it in the description box. But if you're on the main channel, if you look at the little menu area, it is an option. You kind of have to scroll all the way to the right. Sometimes it doesn't show up for people because, YouTube is special. But yeah, if you want to join, definitely. It's worth it. I know there are a lot of creators out there that don't really do a whole lot, and I have been doing less than I have wanted to since I've been pretty sick the past 2 weeks, but it just gave me a great opportunity to like plan out a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm really excited. Just mush. Missed you last week. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you. I missed all of you guys too. You're a real one, Allie. Thank you. I'm a real one. I'm a real weirdo. Thank you. I'm glad that I'm feeling better too. There's nothing that makes me feel worse than being sick, because then I feel like I can't get everything done. Like there's not enough hours in the day. But I did. You two are funny. But I did good. I made myself rest. And I think that's why I was able to heal up well. How do you make cotton candy water? Yeah, see, now you got everybody interested, bitter chickie. You're like dropping these bombs about cotton candy water, and then you're like, ha ha, I'm having cotton candy water. And now what are you gonna do? Mineral lady, darn, I'm 7 minutes late. It's okay. It's okay. We were waiting for you, and now that you're here, we're good. We're doing great. Blanche is here. Hey. Oh, okay. Did we get... Oh, it's the Weilers. It's that brand that I hate their name. Weilers light mix powder and cotton candy syrup. Oh, okay, great. Oh, Janet's got a QQQ. She's got a questione. What is a good magnesium and do you use one? Thanks. Yes, I do. And now I am kicking myself for not bringing my supplements over. Okay. Janet, entertain everyone for 2.5 seconds. Ready? Go. Okay. So, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Who can tell me what movie that's from? Okay. Hang on. Hey, she's in here. Hang on. No. Where'd you go? Oh, good grief. Ready, go. Look out, guys. Look out. Look out. You have made a huge mess over there of cardboard and napkins, and I'm not cleaning it up. Okay, sorry. I'm back. Okay. Vital Nutrients Triple Mag. This is the one that I use. I got it off of Amazon. It'll be linked in the description box below. If you can't see it right now because of the live, it'll be there afterwards. It's always in all of my description box of all of my videos. So this is a triple mag. And what I like about this is the amount of magnesium that's in here is not a crazy amount. If you watch my supplements video, I talk a lot about how people are really overdoing it with the supplements. So they'll do a triple mag. They'll do, a one daily. They'll do a B complex. They'll do vitamin D3K2, right? Like they're doing all these things, but they're not keeping track of how much is in it. And so they end up overdoing it. So I like this one because it's not a crazy amount. If you want to double up on it to get more, you can. But it's not as high as like some of those, like the Mago 7 or some of those that are like a magnesium cleanse, right? Because those can be really hard on your system, right? Especially if you're getting magnesium from a supplement and then also from your daily and then also, you see what I'm saying? Like, and from your food. Like, don't forget, we're trying to eat healthy. So, you should be getting a lot of nutrients from your food as well. So, yeah. But Janet, I hope that helps you. Tammy says, does your shirt say Be Kind Rewind? You know it. Ba-na-na. Woo, woo, woo. Absolutely, it does. Good catch. Good catch. Okay. Sin says, I have 5 dogs. Trust me, I know how crazy that gets. I just hit normal BMI today. Total weight loss of 115 smackaroonies. That's awesome. Congratulations. The real question is, how do you feel? How do you feel? Because I got to tell you, your hard work is paying off, and I bet you're feeling fantastic. I'd be willing to bet money on it. I love that for you. That's great. Okay. GLP1 journey in review. Why do you think compounding companies don't care about FDA and judges' ruling? They are still advertising for new customers. So, why do I think they don't care? I think they do care in a sense that they're like, oh, this isn't going well, right? But at the same time, you have to remember people sometimes forget. And again, this is just my opinion. People sometimes forget that these companies did not pop up to be our saving grace in the GLP-1 world. Now, did they do right by us by getting us access for many, many, many people who are getting screwed over by insurance companies? Abso-freaking-lutely. But they're companies to make money, right? Like if you read up about one specific person who dropped out of medical school to start a telehealth company, Mochi, you can see why it's a smart move, right? So there's an opening. We're going to jump in there. We're going to make a ton of money. And then at some point, we'll have to stop or at least cut back significantly. I think there will always be a market for people who need customization. There are people with allergies. There are people who need additional support, or they need, more importantly, the off-standard dosing. Do I think everybody needs it? No. I think we could all be honest with ourselves about that. Do I think that many, many people enjoy the benefits of the off-standard dosing? Absolutely. So, coming full circle back around to your question, because I know I got off on a little tangent there. I blame you. So do I think they don't care? Meh. I think that their goal is to make money. And until somebody tells them, hey, if you don't stop, we're going to slap you with a fine, or we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to shut you down, we're going to take you to court and sue your britches off, right? Like until some kind of we're going to put a stop to this happens, right? And the other thing you have to keep in mind is when it comes to court stuff, just because somebody does an executive order or says they're going to do a thing, or a judge says, I don't like what you're doing, you have to stop, there is an entire process, right? So you could have a court case and a ruling, and you don't like that ruling, so you appeal it, and then you go on, and then that was the whole reason why the FDA said, hey, don't put this stay in place where we can't enforce the rules while we're waiting on these rulings, right? Because things can get clogged up in courts for years. And I think that's what these telehealth and compounding pharmacies are going for. I think that I think they make a valid point. Like, there is a customer base that needs their help because our health system is so jacked up, right? So yeah, so I don't think it's that they don't care. I think it's going to take something big to make them stop. As you could see, if you saw my latest video on orderly meds, I mean, for Pete's sake, after the ruling came down, after everything that's been going on, they're like, hey, we're buying a pharmacy. Hey, we're going to do all this stuff. Hey, it's all going live in like August or something? That is wild. That is bananas. I don't know who thought that up. I don't know if it just took them a long time to get going. I don't know anything about the backstory of that, but that is bananas. Because just like you're pointing out here, you're going to wait until now to do that? Like, what? Anyway, I think it's all very interesting. I am interested to see how this all plays out and what happens in the long term, because you got to remember, the bigger and better stuff, it's on its way. It's coming next year. And I think that it's, if they don't figure out this whole compounding thing, then these pharmaceutical companies are going to be, they're going to be duking this out all the time, every year, every time something comes out, right? It's going to go into shortage. Everybody's going to get it. Then it'll be gone compounding, and then they'll compound it, and then it'll be cheaper, and then everybody will flock to that, right? Like it's like we're dancing back and forth, right? And it'll be every single one. And I think that's why they're fighting so hard to get it shut down now. Because you mark my words, Retatrutide is going to be big. Retatrutide? Bev says, love your video with downsized. Thank you. I was actually talking to Christopher the other day, and I was telling him we really need to redo that video, because that was before I got my upgraded audio equipment. Hello, can you hear me? So, yeah, my audio was really terrible in that video. But Bev, I super appreciate you saying that. That's so sweet. Lady Alex, my breasts shrunk and my feet did too. Yes. Yes and yes for me as well. All right. Margaret says, do you think you will be on this medicine forever? Okay, great question. Let me tell you a little story about Jack and Diane. I'm just kidding. Let me tell you a little story about when I tried to do split dosing. So I'll cut right to the chase. It didn't go well. And I think that there were quite a few things that I did wrong, which, well, we can talk about that at another time. But one of the things that I really struggled with was the intense hunger that came back and the food noise. I literally made it 4 days. And I'm not afraid to say that. Just being perfectly honest, it was not anything that I was prepared for, and I thought I was prepared, right? And I was still doing all the things. I was making healthy choices. I was like, okay, just because I was super hungry doesn't mean that my stomach magically got bigger. I need to continue to do these, all of these healthy things that I have trained myself to do. It was hard. 4 days. Now, I have always said that at some point I may consider trying to come off of the medication in order to see, is this something that I can do? Can I come off of it? However, that may be challenging as a type 2 diabetic. I don't know how that's going to pan out. I don't know how that's going to pan out with my other health conditions. It's just one of those things where it's so individualized. And the more we learn, the more I am hesitant to say, oh yeah, well, people need to be on this forever. Oh yeah, no, people need to get off of it, right? Because it's so individualized. I was watching a doctor the other day, and I plan on making a video about this, where they were talking about how you need to maintain your new lower healthy weight for 2 years for your body to completely acclimate. And that's just talking about hitting what I think they call it a reset point. That's not even factoring in additional health conditions like PCOS, Hashimoto's, inflammatory disorders, thyroid issues, type 2 diabetes, obesity, insulin resistance. Right? I mean, it just goes on and on and on, right? So 2 years at the new weight, not losing weight to get there. That's the quest. You're on it. You reach the destination. Now you got to hang out there for 2 years. And maintenance is its own animal. So, yeah. Great question. I'll just have to see when I get there. I am personally not opposed to staying on the meds forever. I think that there are so many things that we are finding out every single year about how they're helping with inflammation and cognitive challenges like ADHD and, you know, dementia, cancers, like all of these things. We are constantly finding out new things about how it's helping us. There was a lady on TikTok that I was just watching the other day, and she was not obese. And she was talking about how her doctor has prescribed her Zepbound to start her out because dementia runs so deep in her family. It's like everyone on both sides just gets it at a certain point. So there's things like that, right? And it really makes you think. It's like, I feel really good. So do I want to get off of it? Because the first thing that comes back is the water weight and the inflammation. And this is one of the things that I speculate about. And I, kind of toss it out there online as like a helpful thing for people to remember when they do come off the meds. People panic because in that first month they gain 8 pounds, right? Chances are, if you're doing all the things, right, that you should be doing, that's not 8 pounds of fat. That's your water weight and inflammation coming back that you lost. Remember in that first month or that second month when you had the big weight loss? That wasn't fat either. That was the inflammation and the water weight, right? So what I'm finding just in my own anecdotal research is that people come off and they gain that first 10 pounds and then they kind of panic because they're like, oh, okay, I'm going to give myself like a 10-pound range. Okay, well, that sounds good. And it sounds like a healthy mindset. Except if you lost 10 pounds of water weight and inflammation at the beginning of your journey, guess what's going to happen if you come off the meds? That's the first thing that's going to come back. And it does a number on your heart. It does a number on your feelings. It does a number on, the mind game that is weight loss. So, Margaret, I bet you didn't think you were going to get that much of an answer, did you? It was an excellent question. So, I'm working towards that set point. Once I reach a healthy weight, then I will start the clock on the set point, and we'll see how it goes. Hey, Venus 34. Hello. Yeah, we're all here for your successes. Okay. I thought the dogs were so cute. Who are those trolls? It was just one troll. It was just one. And I didn't even give them a hard time or anything. I think I might have laughed at their comment, right? Because I get it. Like, many people are really stingy about their dogs jumping up. And like, I'm more of a laid back kind of dog mom. Like I said, when I need them to do something, I use the mom voice and we make it happen. Like they know who's in charge. But when we're having fun time, if it's on the weekend, I'm recording a YouTube video, like I'm not real strict about what it is that they're doing because I want them to be involved. I want them to be happy. So I think that people miss that sometimes when they have pets. Kevin has feelings too. He tells me all the time that he doesn't want that CHEW. I can't say the word. He wants a different one. If you've ever seen those dogs where, like Bunny on TikTok, she's got that full panel of words that she uses. Like our pets have feelings. So I try to keep that in mind. But I agree, Tammy. Off with the trolls. Hey, GG Chronicles. Hey there. So glad that you're here. Ooh, Lisa's got a good question. Is your hair super cute? Thank you. Is it naturally curly? Okay, so it is. You may have seen in some of my videos where it's kind of like half curly. This specifically is the Tymo Waver, which is also linked in the description box if you're looking for one. It hit TikTok, and I was like, that's very cute. That's very 80s. I think I could go with that. So I got the small one, not the big one, the small one. And I love it. I love it. You can set the temperature. You can do you can do lots of curls. You can do a little bit. You can do whatever you want. And it's really more of a wave. I know it may be hard to see. But anyway, Lisa, if you want to know more, just let me know. I can go on and on and on about stuff, so don't let me talk too much. But TYMO is the name of the crimping iron. And I like that you can set the temperature so it doesn't, wreck your hair, which is great. But yeah, I have a little bit of natural curl, but it's not enough to be fantastically curly, which is what I would love. On tonight's very special episode of Fit Flavor Fun, guest starring Kevin and Sush. I wanted to do a video for the members and tell everybody like all the ridiculous nicknames that I have for all of my dogs. I think you guys would get a kick out of that. I think it would be fun for you. Definitely hydrate. Do it. Hey, Dawn's here. Dawn, the dietitian. Boo, boo, boo. She's got your back. Do, 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 do. I don't know. I was making a jingle for you, Dawn. Please feel free to record that and put it everywhere. Not that I'm talented or anything, but I think that everything's better with a jingle. I really need a jingle for my channel. That's what I need. Hey, Joni. DJ says, hit that like. Yes. And don't forget, if you have questions, please make sure you use the QQQ or the question marks so that I don't miss your question. Ooh, speaking of which, Angie says, I'm in maintenance and I've met goal. Great. Congratulations. But I'm continuing to lose weight. Okay. This is very common. What many doctors will do is they will bring you down in dose. So Angie, I don't know which medication you're on currently, but there's a little bit of trial and error when it comes to maintenance. And there are a lot of different options. So you definitely want to talk to your doctor about what would be a good option for you. So what some people do is they come down in dose, right? So let's say you're on 10 of Manjaro. You're going to come down to 7.5, give it a couple weeks. Are we still losing weight? Are we not? We are. Okay. All right. We're going to drop it down to 5. Are we still losing weight? Are we not? No, we're not. Okay, great. So we're going to stay here. That's one method. Another method is to space the shots out. Now, from the research that I've done, the leading endocrinologist and obesity specialists don't recommend that as much because then you're really playing around with how much of the medication is in your system. For some people, they do very, very well. So don't misunderstand me. But for others, they are constantly fighting that inflammation that's coming back. So it's really going to depend on, that's why I said you want to talk to your doctor. It's going to depend on your other conditions, right? But for the most part, you will find that you'll drop down in dose, stay there for a little while, see how it's going, drop down again. If you need to, stay there for a while, see how it's going. I've seen people who've gone all the way up to the highest dose and then slowly work their way all the way back down to the lowest dose, and then it works for them and they're done. They just take that lowest dose and they're good to go. So it's a little bit of trial and error to figure out what works best for you. So hopefully you get that figured out. Hi, everyone. I've just been planting some of my seedlings, just flowers. Oh, fantastic. My wife was out watering our garden earlier. So hopefully we'll have garden updates for you guys. I just have my little herb garden with my herbs because I don't really have that much of a green thumb, but she's doing great. Clutch Pearls flavor water. I see this every day. Yes. Yeah. I think that for many people, they lose sight of, find what works for you. If it helps you to put a sugar-free packet of flavoring into your water so that you can drink more water, the drinking of the more water part is much more important than a tiny packet of, sugar-free whatever, right? So, like for people like me that are allergic to water, I'm just kidding, I'm not allergic to water. I am very bad about not staying hydrated. This was true before I got on a GLP-1, so please don't blame the GLP-1. But yeah, but people like me, like, what do you mean? I can change the flavor every day? Psh, sign me up. I've been doing a lot better. Ooh, Lady Alex has cacti. Oh, that's awesome. I used to live in California and there was lots of Joshua trees, which I don't know why it's really called a Joshua tree because I'm pretty sure it's a cactus, but it's masquerading as a tree. Sometimes when I drink caffeine, I wonder if I'm negating my water intake, and then I wonder where I got that info from. Yes, I can assure you that you got it from some random gym bro on the interwebs who probably popped up on your screen with big oily muscles, and he was like, "Ugh, are you drinking caffeine? You better not." Right? And like just throws water in your face. So, yeah, like now, I don't think you should overdo it with caffeine, right? But I also think that you shouldn't overdo it with water either. You can, in fact, drink too much water. It's a thing. It is a real thing. You can Google it. So it's like doing things in moderation, right? Getting away from that diet culture mindset, which I think has a chokehold on all of us and has for so long. It's like, well, if you're not restricting, then you're not doing it right. Right? If you're not counting these points, then you're not doing it right. You're a failure. Right? We got to get away from that. We got to get away from that. So, you want to drink some caffeine? You want to have coffee? You want to have tea? And then later in the day, you want to have flavored water? And then you get a little sluggish at work and you want to have coffee? You want to have a diet drink? Okay, guess what? That's all water. Now, where I make the cutoff is booze. Booze is not water. Okay? Now, I know I just ruined everybody's Friday night, but booze is not water. I was just talking to somebody in the group earlier who's on a cruise currently, and they were having some challenges saying they were drinking too many calories. And, if you're going to do the booze, then throw in some extra water, right? Get that hydration. Listen, if I can do it, I know you guys can do it. Because I'm terrible at it. Well, hey there, Katie. You just became a YouTube member. Woohoo! Listen, Katie. This part of the video is just for Katie. If your name is not Katie, then don't watch this part. Katie, you have to go watch the members only videos. Okay? I got a couple in there that are pretty cute. They're pretty funny. You can see my herb garden. Okay, which was also a lot of fun. I ate a blackberry, but it didn't kill me. So make sure you watch that one. And then also there's a super secret video, which I can't talk about here. Because even though I just said I'm just talking to Katie, all these other people are still listening. I know they're still there. So, Katie, thank you for becoming a member, but go just when the live is over, go watch the other member videos. You're in for a treat. Okay. Ramsey says, if flavored water wasn't water, I would probably would have perished by now. Yes. You and me both. Mm-hmm. Yes, because I am always up to Shanannary and I forget to drink water. But if I'm excited about the flavor, right, then that really helps me. Okay. Scroll down. Hey, Jazzy's in the house. What's up, Jazzy? So glad you're here. Okay. I'm going to scroll down a little bit and get caught up. See if there's any questions. Thank you. Love watching your videos. Glad you feel better. Thank you. I am doing a lot better, and trust me, I am so grateful. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer, she had her DMR procedure. So if you guys don't know what that is, you'll have to go watch the other live videos. Jennifer's going to be keeping us posted on her DMR procedure. Jennifer, how are you doing? How's it going? How are you feeling? I'm so glad that you're here. Ooh, somebody caught my reference earlier. Gladiator, the good one. Losing it to the Greys. Extra points for you tonight. Are you not entertained? I don't know if you guys know this about me. You probably don't. But I live my life quoting songs, quoting music lyrics, quoting movies. Oh, Mindy got it too. Good job. Good job, Mindy. Gladiator. Sharon got it too. Good job. You guys are awesome. See, this is how I know. This is how if there was ever a doubt, which there never is, but if there was ever a doubt that you guys are my peeps, I mean, just look. Okay. Oh, I added to my Mega Food Multi a Mega Food Prenatal. Okay, I've heard good things about the Mega Food Prenatal. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, that is the brand, not sponsored, by the way. I've used this brand for a very long time. It's linked in the description box below. This is the supplement company that I try to use as much as possible because everything comes from whole foods, right? So the idea is that you get more bang for your buck because your body recognizes it as, oh, this is vitamin A. Oh, this is vitamin B, right? And it puts it to work rather than just making expensive pee, which is what a lot of vitamins are. Unfortunately, it's not a regulated industry. FDA, thanks a lot. Hey, Angel's here. Yeah, caught the live. Hey, I'm so glad that you're here. I saw that you messaged me earlier, but I didn't have a chance to read it. So don't think I forgot about you because as soon as I get off work, I'm like, all right, I gotta get my hair, gotta do it, gotta get dogs taken care of, gotta get everything set up for the live. Okay. Jess says, Allie, that's me. I used your link and bought the Super Papaya enzymes. They work wonders. Great. I'm so glad that they're working for you. If you wonder what Jess is talking about, these are my most favoritist thing ever. And I consume them on a regular basis. I never leave home without them. They are great if you are suffering from things like sulfur burps, indigestion, you know, feeling like food is sitting heavy. These digestive enzymes, they're not super expensive, like some can be, and they work great. And they taste good, which I'm a big fan of. There's nothing worse than somebody telling you that a supplement is so good for you. And then you go to try it and you're like, woo, this is yucky. Yeah, that one's not. You're good. Maribeth has 9 dogs and babysitting a 10th. Oh my goodness. Are you running a rescue? Are you a breeder? I mean, I used to have a house full of dogs, but most of them were puppies, right? Because we were breeding standard poodles for surface work. So when we had a litter of puppies, it was like, how many dogs do you have in your house? Oh, we have, 19. And people would be like, what? Yeah, but 10 of those were puppies. So, and that's so sweet that you're babysitting the 10th. I'm sure the babysitting dog is like, comes over and they're like, there's so many other dogs here. It's funny. Hey, Black Squirrel's got a question. Black Squirrel, superhero. I want you to know that I do that even when you comment on my videos and I see your comments and it's like Black Squirrel and I'm like, superhero. I do that all by myself. It's just me. I still do it. So I don't want you to think I'm just doing it for you because I do it when you're not around. Okay. I love my gummy vitamins. They're my dessert. Did I hear they aren't effective? Okay, so I am not a huge fan of gummy vitamins. I don't say that to make you upset. Um Everything that I've seen it doesn't say they're not effective. They're just not as effective. Because when you take a lot of these vitamin components, a lot of these synthetic components, and then you go and put them into a gummy process, right? You lose some of that effectiveness. So, I think that if they make you happy, which they obviously do, I mean, you said they're your dessert, then stay with it, right? Because we have so many things that we have to do on this health journey of ours. Like, if one thing that makes you happy is your gummy vitamin dessert, then by all means, stick with it. And if you're getting regular blood work, which I recommend that everybody do every 3 or 6 months, depending on where you are in your journey, then you should be asking your doctor to do a full panel to see if you have any vitamin deficiencies. That's why I have all these bad boys, because I did have some readings that were low. But again, that's not uncommon for me coming out of winter, right? My vitamin D is low, so I'm not outside as much. So yeah, so if you're getting blood work and your levels are good and you love your gummy vitamin, do it. Do it. Just like people will tell you, oh, flavored water doesn't count as water. Coffee doesn't count as water. That's not water. Diet soda is not made with water. It literally says carbonated water. Right? You got to pick and choose your battles. For me, I know that if I put too many restrictions on myself, it's just going to make me sad, right? So, like, if I came on here and told you that your gummy vitamins were the worst thing you could ever take, right? Which I wouldn't do because that's not accurate. But if I was like, oh, gummy vitamins is just so bad. They're so bad. Black Squirrel, don't you dare take another gummy vitamin. You better throw those away, right? You would go get some other vitamin, assuming you agreed with me, you would go get some other vitamin that you wouldn't be happy about, that you obviously wouldn't like as much as the gummy vitamins. So what would you do? You'd probably take them for a little bit and then you'd maybe skip a couple days and, oh yeah, I got to take my vitamin. And then you wouldn't do it as much. So you also wouldn't be getting any benefit from them. Do you see how the mindset is everything? So take a gummy vitamin, but you're more consistent because you're happy about it, or take a vitamin you hate, but you're less consistent because you're not excited about it. Perspective is everything. And in instances like this, you just got to do what's best for you. I used to take gummy vitamins, so I get it. They're a lot of fun, especially the ones that taste good. I saw a reel recently, and the guy was asking his teen daughter different things from the 80s, and she had to guess what it was, and one was Be Kind Rewind. I love those. I love those. I think those are so great. I'm so sorry. I didn't sleep well last night. I promise you it's not you, it's me. Hey, Wayne is here. Darn it, I'm late. But hey, everybody, listen, buddy, we've been waiting for you for an hour. What were you doing? I mean, we were all sitting here just twiddling our thumbs, going, where is Wayne? This is Wayne's world. Where is Wayne? No, I'm just kidding. We're glad that you're here. Glad you can make it. I know sometimes it's challenging for people in the evening. Shelly says, I've got you beat. I have 11 doggos. They are my babies. Love my doggies. All animals. That is fantastic. I love that. I bet your house is a lot of fun. You know, people were always really concerned about me when, we were breeding dogs, poodles for service work, and we had a lot of dogs in the house. They were like, how do you, like, isn't it terrible? Like, you have all those dogs everywhere. No. And they all have their own personalities. And like, some of them are super affectionate. And some of them are just like cats. They only love you when they love you. And the rest of the time they want to be left alone. Right. I mean, the only thing that was challenging is that, keeping up with the dirt that they would track in. That was challenging. But other than that, it's really not hard to have multiple dogs. Okay. Mary Beth says, anyone else or Allie hear about the billing company direct not paying if providers continue with prescribing compounds? Dave Knapp did a story. Yes, he did. My provider pulled the rug out. Already have appointment. Oh my goodness. So did this happen to your provider? Is that what you're saying? Okay, to answer your question, yes. I did see this, and as somebody who worked in a doctor's office before, it does not surprise me. So this is why a lot of doctors will not touch compounds or prescribe compounds or talk about compounds for any reason whatsoever. And it's not just the billing company. This is just the one that was brought to light because it very much affects how you can run your business, right? It's challenging to switch to another billing company and get up and running. Like, it's not fun. So there's that aspect. There's malpractice insurance, right? I mean, just look at all of the issues that compounding pharmacies are having. And that's not new. So there are some doctors that will not prescribe compound anything, not just GLP1s. They won't do compound anything. And they will straight up tell you, if you need a compound, you're going to have to find somebody else to write you a script for it. Or go talk to my buddy, Dr. Pepper, and he'll write you a script for it. But I don't write scripts for compound medications. So yeah, but yes, I did read Dave's article that he did on the Pen, and I highly recommend that everybody go check it out. But yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot more of that. I'm actually surprised that type of information didn't come out sooner, because compounds have been around for a long time now. Wayne's World, excellent. Hey, Deb's here. Hello. Oh, we got a question. Okay. Allie, are you going to be able to continue with your GLP-1? Do you use compound or brand name? Are you affected by this financially? Great question. So, am I going to be able to continue? Yes. Do you use compound or brand name? So currently, I am using the compound that I had previously purchased because my refund was denied. Um, so so I am using that up, right? Because I paid for it. Um, but yes, I also have brand name and so it's not affecting me financially at this point. Now, just because I'm type 2 diabetic, and I always like to make a point of saying this so that other people hear it, just because I'm type 2 diabetic does not mean that they will cover name brand forever. I see this happen every single day, and that is not an exaggeration, in the diabetic only support groups where people say, oh, my A1C is in a normal range. And so now my insurance company is trying to kick me off onto another med and they won't cover this anymore. Or I've lost so much weight, I'm in a normal weight range. Now they're kicking me off of it because they say I don't need it because now I don't meet the requirements. Right. So would that affect me financially? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I would not be able to afford it. Not even Lilly Direct. I wouldn't be able to afford it. So yeah. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that our government is gonna really fix something. I am hopeful that, you know, people like Dave at On the Pen are gonna go and be advocates for us in Washington and, you know, stand up and give us a voice so that more people can have more access that is covered by insurance. I think it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight, but we're not going to give up. We're going to keep going. So, anyway, Lady Alex, excellent question. Jess, love a second Allie and downsized interview. Yes, I love those guys. Christopher and Lorraine are phenomenal people. Just in general. I mean, they have a great channel too. Don't get me wrong, but they are phenomenal people. Like just off screen. Awesome people. You always wonder about that when you're in the world of the YouTubes. Like it's like, "Oh, but is that person really nice like in real life?" Yes. Yes, they are. I don't have any problem telling you that. They absolutely are. Ooh, Sin, bringing up a good point. I would love to see more info studies on maintenance. Yes. I don't think that we're going to get anything on studies on maintenance until the next round of medications come out. I just don't think we're going to get anything because it's just not a priority for them right now. Right now, it's squash compounding, then it'll be squash research grade, then it'll be squash gray market, then it'll be like, okay, now we're going to release all the vials, we're going to drop the price down, and we're going to release our next med. That's my prediction. Just my opinion. But, and then at that point, right, then I think we'll see some more studies on maintenance. Hey, Stephanie, we got a super sticker. Thank you so much. That's so awesome. You guys are so great. Sandra said, "Excuse me, it's a ditty, not a story about Jack and Diane." Yes, you are correct. Yes, it is. Little ditty about Jack and Diane. Yeah. Sometimes I change it to story about Jack and Diane, but you are correct. For the record, everybody, Sandra is correct. It is a ditty. But sometimes people don't know what a ditty is anymore. You know who does know what a ditty is? Lewis! Steaks for all. Hey, buddy. Thank you for coming. How are you doing? How's everything going in your world? I've been sick, so I haven't been checking up on your progress reports that you post, but I hope that you're doing well. And thank you for the steaks. Yeah, I like when you bring the steaks. Okay. Lady Alex says, my local compounding pharmacy pulled the plug 422. Yes, there were a lot that did. You will find that there are a lot more that are going to pull the plug starting tomorrow, the 22nd. I have supply that will last me for a few months, then question marks, right? I know. I can't afford brand name even with insurance. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. I mean, there are a lot of people that are utilizing the GLP1 winner.com website to, kind of pick and choose so that they can try to stock up on things. And it's just, sadly, it's the situation that we're in right now. But we'll see. I mean, Orderly just purchased a pharmacy, for Pete's sake. Who knows what's going to happen with compounding? I don't even understand what anybody's doing anymore. Like, who does that? Can I just be honest with you guys? Like, when I was watching that video and that affiliate was talking about how they went to a conference for Orderly, flew them out, and they're like, we're buying a pharmacy. We're buying the farm. I'm like, what? You're doing what? This late in the game? Like tomorrow. Tomorrow is one of the deadlines that they got to stop. Sure. Sure. Somebody pitched that at a meeting. They're like, hey, you know how the FDA just told us we had to stop? I've got a wild idea. And you're going to love it. Let's buy a pharmacy. We just saw this go horribly wrong for Mochi. I think we should do that. Right? And then some other CEO guy was like, right, we should totally do that. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. I certainly can't. Hey, Lewis said I came off and kept my A1C normal. That's awesome. That's so fantastic. It gives me hope. Honestly, it really gives me hope that I'll be able to do that one day. Hi, bud. What's wrong? What's going on? Hey, why are you making sad face? Are you okay? Okay, that was a big yawn. Okay, listen. I need you to use your words. Listen. Do you need to go potty? Okay. All right. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. Ready, go. Come on, let's go out. Okay, we're going back. We're back. Back streets back. All right. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Go back. Where was I? Deb, excellent point. I was told I have to be at my goal weight 6 months before I can get a tummy tuck. I'm old. I don't have all this time. I hear you. I imagine that I will likely hear something similar. And it's just those kind of parameters were really in place for people who had weight loss surgery, right? People who had significant weight loss on their own, right? And it hasn't really caught up with the times of these GLP-1 medications, in my opinion, right? Because now we can get off of a GLP-1, however long your doctor wants you to be off, right? Have your skin removal surgery, which can help you in a lot of different ways. Help you with working out, help you with being more active, help you with back pain, right? Like me, I have back pain. So, all of those things can be really beneficial on your health journey, right? And you can go right back on the med. So I think it'll be a while before plastic surgery kind of catches up, because right now I see there are some surgeons that are not using that parameter. And I've joined a whole bunch of plastic surgery groups just to kind of get a feel for things and learn as I go. And some of these people who are not on GLP-1s, who lost 50 pounds, got really excited, and then wanted to have a tummy tuck. And then 6 months later, they're posting about how they gained the weight back, right? Like, this is the roller coaster of the disease of obesity, right? Well, plastic surgeons, right, they don't want to have to deal with that, which I don't know why, because you're just bringing them back in and making more money, but whatever. But yes, that is very common. I'm personally in a study to add Manjaro to breast cancer protocol. Excellent. The number of benefits like fighting inflammation and keeping blood glucose steady. Yeah, that's my bitter chickie. Yeah, that's phenomenal. And I predict that we will see a lot more of that. I think we will with other cancer types, because I think it'll help. I think there's a lot that these peptides can do that people are just, they're not aware of it yet. Oh my gosh, Allie, is that a giant chapstick? Yes, it is. Okay. If you're wondering what it is, I got it at Dave & Buster's. Just in case you're new, you're like, where do you get a giant chapstick? Okay. Let me scroll down and see if I can catch up. Catch up. Ooh, question. I see it. I seen it. Okay, Mary Beth. Angie Berry, also please redo TDEE to adjust calories and protein. Oh, I think she was talking to somebody. Okay, I missed that string of conversation. I apologize. Okay, Jess has a QQQ. What have you made any recent purchases to support you on your GLP-1 journey that you're loving? If not, what are some of your past faves? Ooh, great question. Okay, so recent purchases to help support on a GLP-1 journey. Let me think. I mean, not really anything exciting. Like, I have my staples that I kind of go to. I updated or upgraded the vitamins from my initial start of the journey. I've really been liking that. I mostly just spend money on things that make me happy. I did splurge a little bit on some protein snacks and protein drinks that I'm going to be reviewing soon. That always makes me happy. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The last thing that I purchased that was a big help was my back support, which, if you haven't seen that video, definitely go check it out. Allie, what is that contraption? Yeah. My back support. I go into detail in the video, and of course it's linked down below, but essentially it has boning in it, and it helps with keeping you shoulders back in a correct position, especially because I work from home and I have a tendency to slouch, especially by the end of the day when I started to get tired because of the loose skin in the front, right? I got all this weight and it's kind of pulling me down. It's pulling me down, man. So, yeah. So, last thing that I purchased that I'm really loving would be this. I use it at least every other day, sometimes every day, not all day. Again, go watch that video if you want all the specifics. So yeah. So I would definitely say that's one of my past favorites that I've been using. And I was like the best, $22 I ever spent. Comes in different colors. So fellas, don't think that you have to get a pink one if you don't want to. If that doesn't work with your sensibilities. What else did I get? I recently purchased used skating equipment so that I can go skating. And then I promptly got sick for 2 weeks. So I haven't been skating, but I have a lot of really fun equipment. So we'll be seeing more of that come recently. But that was a great question. Wish I had something more exciting to tell you. I've mostly been playing around with various recipes and like adding protein powder to them. So those will be coming in videos as well. All right. Katie, what's the weirdest benefit of taking GLP-1 that you've noticed? For me, I noticed that about week 5, the tinnitus. I can never say that word. I'm so sorry. The ringing in your ear went away. I know what it is. I just can't say it. That's great. That's fantastic. And that is weird. So, my weirdo thing that happened that is the best benefit is I am no longer lactose intolerant and I no longer have a gluten sensitivity. That has by far been my number one most weird, unexplained fix when it comes to GLP-1s. I still can't find a whole lot of research on it. Every now and then I come across another person who has something similar, but I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's the best thing ever because beforehand I did not consume anything with gluten and obviously didn't consume things with dairy. And that leaves you missing out on a lot in life. You don't realize how much gluten there is in the world until you stop eating it. Makes going out to eat very challenging. So that would be my number 1 pick, right? Those two things. My number 2 pick for weirdest benefit is for my ADD, huge improvement. The clarity of my mind, like if I had to rate it from 1 to 10 before taking tirzepatide, it was at like maybe a 4.5, a 5 if I was really working hard at it. I did not take medication as an adult, right? I was diagnosed as a child. Took meds then. Took meds as a young adult, as an adult. I just wing it. I'm just winging it. Not recommending you wing it. I'm just saying I wing it. So, like 4.5, 5. Now with tirzepatide, I'm like I'm ranking out off the list, off the charts at like a 20. I can do 3 things at one time, stay completely focused. I'm in the zone. I get things done. So anyway, that would be my number 2. Improvements in coping with ADD, ADHD. Did not anticipate that. Great question. Katie just coming in hot with the awesomeness, like right off the bat. New member, and then boom. Great question. Thank you. Okay. I don't have diabetes, but after a year, I decided to take a 4-week break and experiment to test it. Okay. I have 10 days left. Week 2 is brutal food noise, but it's leveled out now. That is what a lot of people say. I hear that a lot, that it kind of levels out and you kind of go back to normal, which makes sense to me because back in the day, which was a Tuesday, um, when I used to do all the yo-yo dieting of my life, um, I remember coming from doing a long time calorie deficit and like the hunger would just is just blast you every day. So, hey bear, sorry buddy. I didn't mean to close the door on you. You okay? You're a good boy? Okay. I know you can't hear me, but just in case. Okay. He's just out in the hallway. Okay. But yeah, that's what I hear from a lot of people, that it kind of levels out. Jess, water intoxication is a real thing. Yes, it is. It is rare. It is rare. Yeah. But I just like to throw that out for people, because my bitter chickie, she's like, Katie, one of us, one of us, one of us. I love it. Watch all the member videos. Okay, good. You guys are so great. Okay. Allie, regarding caffeine, I did a study for nursing school. Oh, cool. Unless you had a huge amount of only coffee, the diuretic effect does not negate water intake. Great. Good to know. I'm not a huge coffee drinker. I used to be when I had to work in an office because let's be honest, taking a coffee break is like the easiest way to get away from your desk, right? Because nobody's going to complain if you're going to get coffee. So anyway, I used to go get coffee with my buddies all the time, even though I really didn't want it. But anyway, the point of telling you that was to, in a roundabout way, tell you that I just have like one coffee or tea drink a day. But I love that. That's awesome. Gina says, why Allie gotta ruin my drinking game? I know. Shanannary. Oh no. Lady Alex was triggered by mentioning nursing school. Oh, the horror. I used to have a friend that was in nursing school. It's tough cookies. Hello there. Vesa Plenty. Thank you for joining. All right. Oh, the doggos. Some are foster fails. Love that. Others welcome. What? Came yo us. Others will came yo us. Maribeth, I think that it's time to stop drinking. I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's probably a typo. But I am unable to decipher your wordage. But I love the foster fails part. That's good. All right. Let me see. Q. Here we go. Okay. Anita. Hey, Anita. Why does maintenance have to be so hard? Yes. The dreaded maintenance. Going up in calories to maintain your weight. Yes. It's hard. Yes. Anyone at goal having the same problem? Absolutely. And I think they'll all jump in to help you there. It's challenging. That's one of the reasons why, and I'm not sure if you heard me talking about maintenance earlier, that's one of the reasons why, you got to work with your doctor to potentially drop you down in dose so that you don't have as much appetite suppression, which can be equally as scary, so that you're able to get more calories in. Yeah. It's just one of those things. I'm not to that point yet, but I will tell you that when I took myself out of a calorie deficit many moons back, when I got that bad labs report. I have videos on those if you want to go watch it. It was challenging because you're in a caloric deficit for so long that you're like, what am I going to do? How do I eat more? What? So I completely understand that. Katie said, "Hey, I have a standard party poodle, Otto. Oh, that's fantastic. I have 2 standard poodles. They are Sega and Sushi, and a Rhodesian Ridgeback. Oh, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. Daisy. I love that. You'll fit right in here. Okay. Hey, Kat says, sorry I'm late. Hope you feel better. Thank you. I super appreciate it. I am doing a lot better. Not 100%, but I'm doing a lot better. Okay. Melanie says, you had mentioned about having one-on-one help with members. Yes. Well, I think that is what you said. Yes, that's accurate. If I heard you correctly, also yes. When would you be starting that option? Yes. So Melanie, I had planned to already start that option, and then I got sick for 2 weeks. So I apologize. Yeah, I think I'm trying to find a way that would be most easy to do. So what's easiest for me, and Melanie, maybe you can give me some feedback on this. What's easiest for me is to do things through Facebook Messenger. And that has been like my MO for many, many years. Even when I was doing the canine nutrition consulting, which I have since put on pause. I like to do things in Facebook Messenger, because I can be a lot more interactive with people because of the little memo option where I can do a voice recording. And then also people can go back and listen or look at things, or if I send them links, right, they can kind of come back to it at a later time. So if somebody's like, oh yeah, Allie recommended that Imodium, that new Imodium, which one is that? Oh, okay, let me go check the chat. And then here's a picture and a link, and it's like, oh yeah, it's the Imodium Extra Strength. It's that new one, right? And then you can go from there. So that's likely the direction I'll be taking it. But excellent question. It was already supposed to be up and running. Unfortunately, I got sick and it really just kind of messed me up. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. I will make a video letting you guys know. And then of course you guys can give me feedback, because I know not everybody is on Facebook, and that's perfectly fine. But Melanie, let me know what you think about that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really good option for members, because we have so many people that are just starting out, right, on a GLP-1, and they just need help. So absolutely. Black Squirrel. Thanks for making me feel better about my gummy vitamins. They bring me joy. Good. Good. You know, I think that far too often influencers, creators, right? We kind of get off the deep end, like trying to help people. And sometimes we miss kind of the nuance of the mental aspect of this journey. Like, can you do everything perfectly? Sure. Are you going to be miserable? Also, yes. Right? Like, who wants to do that? We've already been miserable our entire freaking lives. We don't want to be miserable anymore. And for me, part of that is breaking away from that completely restrictive mindset where there's no room for anything. It's just whatever's good is that's only what you do, and there's no room for bad, right? So, not that I'm saying your gummy vitamins are bad. I'm saying in general, like big picture. Usually it pertains to foods, right? People say good foods, bad foods. That's kind of where I was going with that. I just realized I'd done so well to talk to you about your gummy vitamins. And I'm like, well, sometimes things are just bad. You have to do the bad stuff, right? And then you're sitting there going, oh, well, great. Sorry about that. It's that ADD, man. It'll get you. Oh, here's Jennifer's update. Doing well on my 4th day of clear liquids. Okay, fun. Today I can introduce Jello and pudding. Okay, we're stepping up. Doctor said all went perfectly. Too soon to tell if it's going to be effective at keeping weight off. Hopeful. Okay, great. Great. Definitely keep us posted. And I'm so glad that you're doing so well. That's fantastic. And I'm so glad that you're getting to introduce some foods, some puddings and some jellos. Maybe a yogurt. That would be good. Hello from Oregon. Oregon. Hey, Kimberly. So glad that you're here. Gina. I just want to know what Allie's doing to make her face look so young and no droopy. First of all, I want you to know that when I read that, I immediately thought of that dog from the cartoon, like with the real droopy face. So when you said that, that's what I thought about. I'm not doing anything, Gina, and I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but I just want to be honest. So I do have some loose skin here. Can you see it? I'm trying to show it to you. I'm having a tough time. Okay. So I am starting to have some loose skin here. Now, I have always, even as a child, had like fuller, chubbier cheeks. So I don't know how that's going to pan out long term. I don't know. But mostly I'm just keeping my skin super hydrated, which I never did before this medication, by the way. Like, as a woman in her 40s, I should have some kind of like beauty regimen, beauty routine, using all the products. I've tried fancy stuff, I've tried cheap stuff. Like, I don't have a routine. I'm really bad about that. So, right now, I'm floating on genetics and just seeing how it goes. So, but yes, I am starting to get a little bit of the loose skin here. I actually took some before pictures of when it started, and we'll see kind of how it goes. So, there'll be a video about that. Don't you worry. But thank you for the compliment also. It was very sweet. Do I look young? It's dangerous that I just said that. You see all those people on TikTok that are like, "Guess how old I am?" Right? I'm looking young. I am 41. So, thank you, Gina. You're phenomenal. You just made my night. I super appreciate you. Okay. Ooh, we got a question. Melanie said also, and then, do you know anything good or bad about Repleza GLP1 supplement? Oh, Lord have mercy. Melanie. Uh-oh. Pause for 1 second. Hey, Suze? Have you checked your phone?
Why? What's the matter?
Nothing's wrong, but somebody needs to talk to you.
Oh.
So can you check your text, please?
Okay.
Yeah, nothing's wrong. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I was just fixing something.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just giving you a heads up. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Repleza. All right, let me find this. Plenza. Can't even say it right. Listen, Melanie, I don't know if you know this, but the last time I looked something up while I was on a live, I went on a tangent about the wrong thing. So you are in dangerous waters right now. I don't remember who that was about, but it was funny. Replenza GLP1. Okay. Oh, Lord. I want the actual site. Okay, Replenza. Here we go. Nutritional support for your GLP1 weight loss journey. Because we want to make money off of your journey. Everything has GLP1 in the name.
I didn't see anything.
You didn't? Oh, okay. All right. Let me. Okay, can you text Michelle, please? Thank you. Okay. I just want to view the product. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. All right. So this is the daily replenisher. Let's take a look. Whew, that's a lot of vitamin A. C, D, riboflavin, biotin, magnesium, copper. Okay, so far it's a multivitamin. Pretty standard, except the A is very high. I'm not sure about that. Ashwagandha powder, meh. Vitamin K2, okay, good. Black pepper, okay. Okay, digestive blend. We've got ginger enzyme blend, which is all of the digestive enzymes, but there's a good amount of them. And then the very last thing, I don't know what that is and I can't pronounce it. If I had to guess, since it's 1.8 billion CFU, I'm guessing that's a probiotic. Okay. There's no kind of garbage ingredients. So that's good. Oh, good Lord. A 1 month supply is $50? Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's if you sign up. That's if you sign up to get it every month for a subscription. If you just want to try it one time, it's $74.96. Stop it. That is redonkulous with a capital R. Okay, so this is a really great example of how you could get something very similar in like a Whole Foods vitamin, right? More bang for your buck. And you could get it for $30 instead of, what did I just say? $74.96, right? Like anytime I see these supplements and they're that expensive, that is just wild to me. You don't need to be spending that kind of money. Now, listen, if you're rich and you want to do it and it sounds fun to you, don't let me hold you back. But it's essentially a multivitamin with a probiotic mixed in, not a full probiotic, but a partial probiotic. And they've added some ashwagandha and some digestive enzymes. So, but see, my thing is, especially when it comes to overdoing it, when it comes to vitamins, supplements, right? I don't want to be just automatically taking a digestive enzyme all, once a day as my vitamin. That's not going to help you. Like, sure, it'll probably help you, whenever you take that vitamin. Hi, bud. Hi. You can't have these. So there's that. But you want to take a digestive enzyme when you're having the digestive issue, right? So if you've got it and it's already mixed into something else, you can't be taking that 3 times a day, right? Stop, bud. So you just got to kind of weigh what's important to you. Can you go lay down? Gonna come up here. Okay. Okay. Hi. I know. You're a good boy. I know you are. She's having a snack. You can't go out there. You can't. Sorry. I still love you. Okay. Off. Good boy. I know. Now you got your feelings hurt. You're all right. Good boy. Okay. Watch your head. Go lay down. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Okay. I hit the desk. Sorry. Okay. So yeah. So if it was me, would I purchase that? No. It's really pricey for what it is. If it was, something more reasonable, 20, $30 for a month's supply, sure, I'd give it a try. But certainly not a requirement. You got to watch out for a lot of these companies that are just slapping GLP1 on a label and then, right, price gouging us because of it. So, Mary Beth, Mary this, we said no more than 7, now there's 9. Oh yeah, we've been there. Ooh, Lana says, when does hair loss stop? So this is a very good question. It's very challenging to answer because it depends on the person. So specifically for me, when I started losing a lot of hair, it was brought on by the weight loss. It was not brought on by the medication itself. And I'm going to tell you a little more about that in a second. So it was from the weight loss. So what I did was I switched up my supplement game and then upped my calories to put me at maintenance level instead of being in a calorie deficit. And after 2 weeks, the hair loss stopped. And then I was able to ease myself back down into a calorie deficit and keep going. Now, that's if it's caused by the actual weight loss. For some people, it is caused by the medication, in which case they do not see any stop in hair loss unless they come off the medication. So there's kind of 2 camps there, and it's a really unpopular thing for me to say, but it's the truth of what I've seen. There have been people who have been on the medicine for 1 month, lost 8 pounds, and their hair is shedding. It just depends on how your body deals with stress. So again, what worked for me was upping my calories, not being in a calorie deficit for a couple of weeks, doing everything else, right? And upping the vitamins and, making sure I was meeting my protein goal, staying hydrated, all the things. And then it stopped. And for those of you who don't know, I track my hair. Oh yeah. I'm that weird. So, I track it on the shower wall every time. Yeah, and that's how I was able to figure out, hey, oh my gosh, Houston, we have a problem. There's a lot of hair coming out. So, okay. Jess says, preach, Allie. Woohoo! It's so frustrating to see people poo-pooing others' choices, i.e., I don't eat a 100% fat-free, sugar-free, gluten-free organic diet. Yes. I still hit my goals, no shade, but leave me alone. Yeah. Well, and there's different things that work for different people, right? Like some people want to try everything mixed with cottage cheese. That's not my jam. Will I eat cottage cheese? Sure. Yeah. Do I think it needs to be mixed in with absolutely everything? No, not really. So, but if somebody wants to do that, I follow quite a few creators that do that on a regular basis. They're like, check out this new recipe with this thing and it's got cottage cheese in it, so it's got protein, right? And I'm like, not another one. But yeah, but don't don't yuck their yum unless they're making tuna waffles. Only the members are going to get that reference. Give me some fishes in the comments if you get that reference. Okay. Let's see. Look for the questions. We're running out of time. Wayne said, seems like we're at the mercy of big pharma, unfortunately. Yeah. Hopefully that'll change. I am holding out hope for change. Allie, going to see my GYN and maybe moderate hormones, a different med option, just not rug and less a leg. Okay. Yeah, getting the hormones tested, always a good idea. Man or woman, everyone. Or dog, apparently. Is that the crazy cat lady? Jumping in late. What did I miss? Well, we made lots of pop culture references. Lewis brought steaks. And we've been talking about vitamins. Yeah. Water. The things. But don't worry, you can watch it on the replay. Look, Mary Beth bringing some steaks. Mute, mute. Diane said, hello, everybody. How's everybody doing from Palm Springs, California? It's 102. That is redonkulous, and it should be illegal. Uh-oh. Alexa says, am I taking crazy pills? I don't know. Is this in reference to a conversation that I'm not aware of? I don't know what's happening. I don't think you're crazy. Wayne said, I saw the same video on Orderly. Hilarious. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Jazzy's laughing at something. There's something going on in the comments, you guys. I don't know what it is, but I love that you guys are in the comments having a good time. Oh, weirdest benefit, fibromyalgia in remission. Excellent. Talk about a phenomenal benefit. Kevin, you gonna go lay down? Okay. Go lay down, bud. He's getting restless because it's bedtime. Hi. Can you? No. Oh, I love you. You gonna go?
Almost made sushi.
Uh-oh. Be careful. Okay.
Almost made it sushi.
All right. Can you take Kevin with you? I've just got a few more minutes. Yeah. Okay, go. Outside. Sega's got something stuck to her nose. I think it's a napkin. Yeah, can you help her? I can't reach her. Kevin tore up a napkin in here.
Oh my gosh.
Good girl, you're okay. It was just dangling off the end of her nose. You're so funny. Okay, you guys go outside. I'm almost done. Too funny. Okay, we just sit quietly. They'll go. Okay. Too funny. Okay. Did you use a step counter Fitbit? No. Love mine. Great. It's been the best thing I purchased to help me on my journey. Yeah, so I was kind of late in the wrist wear game. I normally have my Apple Watch on, but I got that. I think that was for my birthday, so that would have been March. So yeah, so I haven't been using it that long, but no, I didn't use like a step counter or a Fitbit or anything. I like to just wing it when it comes to exercise, but I love my Apple Watch because it reminds me to get up and move during the day, right? I'm sedentary. I work from home. It's a desk job. It reminds me to constantly get up. And I use that also as a reminder to stay hydrated. so that we can avoid any shenanigans. Cosmic Beauty, triple eights in the house. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you. I am doing better. Not 100% yet, but I'm getting there. So I think I'm out of the woods. Okay. Oh, we were keeping Kimberly company on her walk earlier. 2.59 miles. I wanted to go further, but it's already late and I need dinner. Yes. Go get you some protein. You did great. I just want you to know that that is 2.59 miles more than I have done today. So you are the winner. You did great. Okay. Rose says, so I've been taking Manjaro vials for over a year. I think that's a Canadian flag. Love that. But I have now switched to MJ QuickPen. Okay, yes. Is it possible that the vials are stronger? Because I swear I can tell a difference. QuickPen feels weaker. You know, that is a really great question. I have seen from my both the Canadian and the European Manjaro users, I have seen people say this. Unfortunately, I don't have any experience with it, but I think it's interesting. And the fact that multiple people have said it, right? It could very well be a thing. Unfortunately, I don't have any, any experience with it. But that's a great question. Maybe some of our Canada or UK friends will be in the chat and they can help you out, or they might be on the replay, depending on what time it is. Maybe it's just in my mind. Maybe not. Maybe not. To give you a reference point, there are people that say that there's a huge difference between compound and name brand, and then there are others who say that there isn't. So I think a lot of it depends on how sensitive you are, right? Which is totally normal, right? Each person is an individual. Oh my goodness. Jenny said, good, very early morning from Sweden. Hey, Jenny. I'm so glad that you're here. Good morning. This is a great way to start your morning with all the shenanigans. Oh, others just found us. Gotcha. Okay. That was from earlier. All right. All right. We're running out of time. Clock is ticking. I'm going to be turning into a pumpkin. So let me run through. If you have any last minute questions, definitely throw them up there. Anything you want to know. It can be GLP1 or not GLP1. Melanie, I hope I feel better. Would Facebook Messenger work great for me? Great. That works for me too. Okay. Well, I'm going to get that up and running. Probably I'll work out the kinks over the weekend because we have a long weekend because of the holiday. I'm going to get that going just for you, Melanie. Okay. So thank you for bringing that up. It's on my list of things to do. I wouldn't have forgotten, but I have been really disappointed with not being able to do as many of the member things as I've wanted. But that's all about to change because I'm doing better now. Okay. All right. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Okay. Fish doc? Who's the fish doc? And what are you shocked about? Inquiring minds want to know. You have 34 seconds to respond, fish doc. What was so shocking? Droopy dog is the bestest. Yes. All right. Let me scroll through. I'm just looking for any last minute questions. Oh, crap. Downside recommended the Replenza. They have a 30-day supply on Amazon for $24. By the way, I'm not rich. Okay, great. Listen, 30-day supply on Amazon for $24.99, much more reasonable. Much, much more reasonable. I would say if you want to do it at that price point, go for it. Because I mean, the ingredients aren't bad, right? It looks good. It certainly looks like a quality item, but let's just not gouge the GLP-1 people, right? But 25 bucks, you could try it one time, and then if you didn't like it, right, it's not the end of the world. Oh, Stephanie said she saw it at CVS for 30. Okay, also much more reasonable. Why they have it so expensive on their website? That makes no sense to me. Okay. Oh, everybody. Everybody's dropping the fishies because they know about the tuna. Okay. Black squirrel. Ba-na-na-na-na. Okay. Can members get up close bear feature video? Yes. So members can request videos on anything. Okay. As long as it's not like OnlyFans style, right? We're not going to take it that far. But if you, Black Squirrel, if you wanted a video that was just bear, I would absolutely make that for you. So yes. Absolutely yes. Yeah. And the members get to request, whatever they want because they're members, right? It's like a secret squirrel club, right? Right? Okay. More fish in the comments. Okay. And I just need to say your style show was life. The video. Thank you. If you guys really like that video, that fashion video that I did, just let me know and I can make another one. I did like a very small portion of the new clothing that I've purchased. So trust me, I have a gajillion more outfits that I could show you. So if you enjoyed that, definitely let me know and I'll make another video. We got tunas in the comment. Tuna awful, not a waffle. Sandra, you are right on. Okay, here's a question. Mineral Lady, I'm currently taking 10 milligrams of Zepbound and I'm still making progress in losing weight. Okay, good. I've been, I have been about 10 months. If I'm not losing weight with 10 milligram dose, can I go back to 5 or 7? Okay, so can you go back? Yes. Obviously, you want to talk to your doctor about that. There are some people who are able to drop down in dose to a dosage that worked really well for them and they continue to lose weight. There are also other people who drop down in dose and then they stop losing weight. And then they go up again and then they lose weight. Or they drop down in dose, they don't lose weight, they go up in dose, they still don't lose weight, and so then they go up again. So I know that was a lot to put on you right there. But can you do it? Yes. Talk to your doctor about it, explain, what you're thinking about doing, get them to approve it, of course. And yes, I don't recommend going from 10 to 5. You don't want to make a drop that low. But if you wanted to go from 10 to 7.5, right, that would be a much more reasonable kind of coming down in level. So yeah, talk to your doctor about that. I have seen people do it. Some are successful, some are not. You won't know if it's going to work for you unless you try. So, okay, Jennifer's going to bed. That means we're all going to bed. We're 4 minutes past our bedtime. We're all turning into pumpkins as we speak. Oh, Jen feels good. says, we need a proper pup by pup introduction with their likes, dislikes, and personality quirks. Absolutely. And in that video, I will include all of their ridiculous nicknames because it's really just kind of funny. Okay. Oh, love the fashion video. Oh, more fashion. Good night, Shanannary fam. Good night. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, if you guys like the fashion video, you have Bitter Chicky to thank for that. She requested that video, and I will absolutely make more for you. Yes, we are all turning into pumpkins, unfortunately. Gone are the days. I remember when I could stay up all night and then do school the next day, and I was fine. Not anymore. Mm-mm. It's this getting old is for the birds, man. Now we just turn into pumpkins. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to make sure give everybody one last chance to ask any questions. Oh, Mineral Ladies, I've been on Zebra journey about 10 months. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's saying good night. You're welcome. More fashion. Okay. Done and done. I'll just keep pumping them out. If you guys like them, I'll do it. The dogs enjoyed it too. Okay. Everybody, pumpkin time. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As you exit the live stage left, please make sure that you like the video because I know that with the chat up, it's, you have to kind of click out of it to get the likes. Please make sure you like the video. If you are watching the replay, we're so sad that you weren't here with us, but I do these lives every Wednesday, so you can always jump in and mark it on your calendar. Same bat place, same bat time. If you haven't already, make sure that you drop down to the description box for anything that I was talking about. It's all linked there. And don't forget that I post the reminders about going live in our positive only support group, which is also linked down below. Okay, everybody's running in. So now they got to get their treats and go to bed. So thank you so much for joining. It was so wonderful to see all you peeps again because I really did miss you when I was out sick. So thank you. And as always, be kind, rewind.